Many of us who was focused, like we were doing what we ought to be doing, focusing on building our home, making sure that our children are fed, making sure that our children are taught, or making sure that we're learning and growing and studying and reading. And somewhere along the way, you got distracted. If you are distracted, this is a video to really encourage you to get back on track. I don't know what it is that you ought to be focusing on in this season, but I just feel that we need to continue this conversation on being focused. There are so many of us who allow the distractions of this world, the distractions that are happening around us to detour us, to affect us, to keep us from doing the very thing that we are called to do. There are some of us who have been given a word from God, like God has given you a specific word, a specific assignment, and you got distracted. Instead of you focusing on cultivating that gift, cultivating that skill, working on that business, working on your family, working on your community, working on that project, you got distracted. You put it to the side. And now you're like, why is it that I can't sleep at night? Or why is it that I'm not feeling fulfilled? Why am I always angry? Could it be that you're distracted? You're paying attention to the wrong things. Yes, there is a such thing as paying attention to the wrong things in life. Think about it. Think about it. There are people who literally wake up to distractions, wake up to our cell phones to know what's going on with the next man or the next woman, what's going on with this celebrity or that celebrity. And instead of focusing on our home, focusing on ourselves, bettering ourselves, eating healthy, working out, we get distracted. I wonder how many of us could literally get back on track with our diet, get back on track with our weight loss journey if we were just focused on ourselves, focused on our purpose, focused on what matters. This video is to really get you back on track to focusing on what matters in life. Because the truth be told, what you're stressing about probably don't even matter. Like, why are you so pressed about what the country is going through? Why are you so pressed about what so and so is doing at your job? Why aren't you focused on getting better? Don't get distracted. I am so curious to why our generation has gotten so busy focusing on things that don't matter. Like, I saw a few things that are being posted on social media in pertaining to the church, and it stirred up this heated argument, heated conversations all around these church streets. And I'm like, man, we are distracted as the church. Like, why are we thinking about what Mark Driscoll said? And why are we thinking about what the pastor responded to Mark Driscoll about? Why aren't we focused on the things that actually matter? Like, we got youth in our communities that are lost. We got people at our churches that don't have a mentor. We got people who are struggling. Like, how come we don't focus on the things that actually matter? Or are we so tempted to pull all of our energy and resources towards things that distract us, that don't move the needle? I don't know, man. I'm over here thinking out loud, but I said all this to say, get back focused. It's time for you to focus on what actually matters. God wants you to focus on what He's called you to do. God wants you to focus on the thing that you were created to do, your purpose, your assignment. There are those of you who are called to be missionaries wherever you work, live, and play. You are called to be a light in the midst of darkness. You are called to be the voice of God where there is no voice, there is no gospel presence. But you get distracted because you keep focusing on things that don't matter. That's what the enemy wants to do. He wants to keep you distracted. The devil, he is the king of distractions. What the devil wants to do is keep you in a place where you are bored, distracted, playing with stuff that you shouldn't be playing with, reading stuff that you shouldn't be reading. All these type of things that literally leads to no purpose, no fulfillment, no impact. But what God does, he pours into you and inspires you and influence you to do the things that make a contribution to the world, that that pertains to human flourishing, that helps bring justice and renewal and restoration to the earth. Don't get distracted, y'all. If there's anything that I want you to focus on in this season, it's focus on your assignment, focus on your purpose, focus on your family, focus on the people that matter in your life. Don't get distracted even on this thing called social media. All right? Don't get distracted. David, you said pray for you at your job and in the office. Yes, I will pray for you, David. I will pray for you, but I want you to not be worried, man, because you got work to do, man. Like, David, you should focus on what you could contribute when it comes to your job. Like, focus on doing your job well, focus on leading well, um, loving well. Because trust me, people are watching, and just because it don't seem like you're making an impact, you're making an impact. Don't let all that witchcraft stuff detour you, man. That is simply a distraction. The enemy doesn't like when we get focused. And you, my brother, you should stay focused. Stay focused on what matters at your job. You're on the side of the globe is Pakistan. I understand. Praying for you, brother. All right, guys. God bless you guys. I might go live again. We'll see. Take care. Have a good one.